I want to welcome everybody to this demonstration. Breaking news. The mother of Jamal White has been arrested. Before we get started, salute to my moderators, salute to the chat, salute to the replay gang. This case with this young boy, Jamal White, is just getting more ridiculous as the days go by. When he first was abducted, I knew something wasn't right, in the manner of how he was abducted. I said something is going on with that family, right? Because you could hear him screaming, and it took place for a while. And even most people was wondering, why was a 7-year-old little boy left outside alone, right? Now, I know many of you all from my time, we were 6, 7, 8 years old, and we were playing outside by ourselves. However, different day and time now. All right, let me salute individually, and we're going to jump into this. Salute Precious, Mary Kay, Candy, Nita, Andrea, Love Like Jesus. Mary Kay says, I did too when I first saw and I heard this things didn't add up at all. I think there's some type of depth of gang activity. Exactly. I always thought it was more to the puzzle. All right, let's take a deep dive into this, and I'll come back to the chat. But the brother has been arrested, as well as the mother. Salute, Issa. Let's dive into this, y'all.
And breaking news at 5, new video tonight showing the moment someone kidnapped a Milwaukee boy at gunpoint, sparking a statewide Amber Alert over the weekend. He is safe tonight, but friends and family and police spent nearly 24 hours Friday into Saturday searching for 7-year-old Jamal White.
Now, let me just stop it right there. So they went after the father, right? And this wasn't disclosed to us in the very beginning. But in this video, you could see them going after his father. His father run and leave him. Salute Positive Vibes, Coke Tan. Salute Evelyn. Appreciate you on that replay too, Evelyn. Salute, once again, salute to all my replay gang. Essie, Unavailable, Miss Parker. And for all of the riders and everyone that enjoyed Miss Parker's commentary, Miss Parker will be going live at 2 p.m. Eastern Time in less than 2 hours. So make sure everybody pull up on Miss Parker. Miss Parker. Royal says he wasn't outside by himself. His dad ran and left from outside. Right. Now, we could clearly see that they were going at the dad. And we're going to get into more. Andrea says, yeah, I didn't understand her reaction. It didn't seem sincere at all. All right. Let's jump back, y'all.
12 News' Hannah Hilliard is live at the Milwaukee County Jail tonight. And Hannah, police have someone in custody.
Right, Blake, a 25-year-old man is right now in custody here in connection to this abduction, but police tell me he did not act alone. A terrifying abduction caught on camera. Someone sprinting with 7-year-old Jamal White in their arms, putting him into a white Jeep.
I'm glad he's okay, but it's kind of like, I still can't rest, because who would do something like this to a 7-year-old?
This new video 12 News obtained Monday shows the Jeep parked on the side of the street Friday night. It starts to move as Jamal is spotted riding his bike on the sidewalk, returning from a nearby park. The boy's aunt says her brother was driving the sedan, following alongside his young son. The camera catching the white Jeep turning around, then later blocking the end of their driveway. 2 people got out of the Jeep simultaneously. One, who appears to be holding a gun, tried following the man into the house. The other chased the little boy down the driveway.
The father is a coward. As a father, you are a coward. You ran and left your child. Now, allegedly, and I gotta say allegedly, the suspect that they do have in custody has the same last name as his mom. All right. Allegedly, the suspect that they have in custody and the mom have the same last name. Now, as much as I advocate for fathers, as much as I go hard for fathers, in this case, I have to use my favorite word, as Positive Vibe says, with his funky ass. This father is a true definition of a funky ass. I don't know no man. A stepfather. You know what I mean? I don't get it with these new breed of men and women. I don't get it with this new breed of fathers and mothers. I just don't get it. I really don't. I do have respect for fathers and mothers that, worst scenario, they don't come around the child because they're not together and they don't want to inflict any kind of harm on a child. I can respect that. It may not be the right thing to do. However, in their case, hey, look, Shank, as a mother, I'm not there. As a father, I'm not there. I don't want to be around my child, and I don't want to inflict any physical or mentally harm on my child. And in this case, Shank Rock, I don't want to be a coward around my children. I know some men that aren't street guys. I know some men that won't bust a grape in a fruit fight. But when it comes to their children, I know some men that will take my head off and anybody else's head off when it comes to their child. I know men that, especially if they put their child in danger, they ain't gonna leave their child. The father knew exactly what it was about. He knew what it was about. And even if it was just a random robbery, you left your son. How coward is that? Sometimes when I be up here advocating, and I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. Sometimes when I be up here advocating, I feel stupid. And I'm going to tell you why. Because sometimes when I'm up here advocating for men, a funky ass bum like that comes along and shows me why I shouldn't be advocating. He jumped out. Come on, come up, man. He jumped over that little boy, ran in the house, and knew who was after him. He didn't think no harm was coming to the child. No, I know we always say what we would do, but I'm not running I'm running grabbing my baby. Hey, my babies? Nah, you gotta hit me up, dude. You gotta hit me up. It won't be the first time I done got banged up. You gotta hit me up. Yeah, he did. The daddy was saying he thought they were trying to rob him, and that may be the case. That may be the case. But he took the coward way out by leaving his son. Salute, Suntan, Capricorn. He was lying. He knew he wasn't being robbed. But we know all men not like that. He was in the house and heard him screaming, "Daddy." That's what they had us under the impression of. But with this video coming out, we see different ball game.
Seconds later, the suspect comes back into frame with Jamal in his arms, putting him into the Jeep. Do you have answers as to why in the world this happened yet?
We don't have any answers, and I feel like that is what is bothering the family a lot.
Mhm.
And Mom Dukes shows no emotion at all. Mom Dukes don't show no emotion. And to the two dudes that, poured this lick off, y'all was cowards too. Now, I will say thank you for returning young Jamal safe, but y'all was out of pocket for snatching that little boy up. And here's a word of advice to anyone that's on a caper like this. Let that child be. Do not harm a child. Now, if the father was the intended victim, the intended target, and he was out of pocket, he done something, and he had to get disciplined for, hey, the streets is the streets. And I don't, go against no politics when it comes to the street politics. Hey, if the father had to be dealt with, then he had to be dealt with. But snatching up little Jamal, that was a coward move. But moms, it's like they tell on themselves. No kind of, signs of she was upset. Well, maybe it's just me. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm the only one that has compassion for these little children. Because it might be just me. It might be just me.
I feel like a lot of us are unsettled.
Unsettled as family is seen running out of the home. The boy's father spotted slamming his arms on the trunk of his car. That was about 7 p.m. Friday night. The state not issuing an Amber Alert until 5 hours later, around midnight.
And that's messed up. That's messed up once again. Now, in the state, they don't issue an Amber Alert until 5 hours later. And we go through this every time there's a black child that goes missing or abducted. The Amber Alert comes 5 hours later. That Amber Alert should have been issued immediately. We got a lot of work to do. And the work that we got to do is a lot of overtime work. I don't know if it's true, but the mother was trying to hit a lick on her baby daddy. Right? Because they about to get some real time for the kidnapping. And they didn't report until 5 hours later. Wow. Royal says, we feel you. This may not be the first time he got kidnapped. Just the first time it was caught on camera and went viral. Good point, Positive. Good point. I hope deep down into this investigation, the detectives get their phone records to see what calls were coming in to these parents and them knowing something was going to happen. Karen says, right, and the family called in the tips for the reward. Appreciate this super sticker that Arius love. And if you would like to help us reach our goal for this demonstration of 15 super stickers or super chats, you could click on the $ symbol and purchase a super sticker or a super chat to help us reach our goal. I'm calling BS, inside job, and they messed up bad. Why traumatize the child? Did she not hear his screams? Facts. Now, let's do this. This seems like a lick that went wrong. Facts. And let me read what we had. So like I said, they got the brother, right? So it says first the uncle and now the mother of Jamal has been arrested. And here comes some developing story. Let me grab it. All right, that's not it. I do know that his mom has no bond. They didn't give the mom a bond. All right. Let's see. Give me a minute. So it says new evidence shows that this little boy was targeted because of his father. They went after the daddy. He left Jamal running for them, which I had already said. I think this is it right here. It's just, you can't make it up. Just when you think you done seen and heard it all, something new comes. But everything is surrounding the father. It says the mother of that boy, Jamal White, was arrested. First the uncle, dad's twin brother, now mom. Says the uncle was pow-powing at somebody for riding past the house too slow. Seven-year-old that was abducted, the kidnapper and mom got the same last name. And now mom has been arrested with no bail. Let me see what else I could find. You can't make it up. You can't make this up. See what the chat's saying. This whole time I was trying to figure out where is the mother. Just by the post on Facebook, they knew what was going on. And the first guy they arrested followed the mother on IG since 2024. Is the mom the one with freckles? Yes. It just all seems weird from the mom to the dad. He said he was about to be robbed, but you left your son. Probably didn't think it was any ring cameras around. It kind of seemed staged. Exactly. Yeah, I knew the family was a scam. I said it. Then the dad, after he was questioned, went home to his father and said they didn't feed me. I'm hungry. Like, with that's all you're worried about. The aunt Simone, she definitely knows something. From the jump, people on Facebook said the parents was involved before the video came out. Hey, y'all, this just made me so mad, but I knew this family wasn't right. God, everything, sick ass folks. And like I said, for me, because I'm always advocating for fathers, I'm always advocating for mothers, but it make me feel like, man, Shank, you know what? You should just use your platform for something else, because you sitting up here advocating for these people, and it's like a slap in your face. Now, as far as the uncle name is Jamal White, almost the same name as the little boy, but the uncle name is Jamal White. And as far as charging the charges, it has charges pending. So it don't even have any charges on him. So the uncle is Jamal's twin brother. So it says the uncle was arrested for pow-powing at people during the search, allegedly. All right, let me see what else I can find, y'all. This thing right here. Like I said, just leave the kids alone. Let me see what else. What is this? Leave these babies alone, man. So let me run this clip back for those that just pulled up. Appreciate you for subscribing, Ruby Red. Can I get everybody to give Ruby Red a warm welcome? Let me run this video clip back for those that just pulled up. Give me a second, y'all. All right, let's run it back.
Moment, someone kidnapped a Milwaukee boy. And breaking news at 5, new video tonight showing the moment someone kidnapped a Milwaukee boy at gunpoint, sparking a statewide Amber Alert over the weekend. He is safe tonight, but friends and family and police spent nearly 24 hours Friday into Saturday searching for 7-year-old Jamal White. 12 News' Hannah Hilliard is live at the Milwaukee County Jail tonight, and police have someone in custody.
Right, Blake, a 25-year-old man is right now in custody here in connection to this abduction, but police tell me he did not act alone. A terrifying abduction caught on camera. Someone sprinting with 7-year-old Jamal White in their arms, putting him into a white Jeep.
I'm glad he's okay, but it's kind of like, I still can't rest because who would do something like this to a 7-year-old?
This new video 12 News obtained Monday shows the Jeep parked on the side of the street Friday night. It starts to move as Jamal is spotted riding his bike on the sidewalk, returning from a nearby park. The boy's aunt says her brother was driving the sedan, following alongside his young son. The camera catching the white Jeep turning around, then later blocking the end of their driveway. 2 people got out of the Jeep simultaneously. One, who appears to be holding a gun, tried following the man into the house. The other chased the little boy down the driveway. Seconds later, the suspect comes back into frame with Jamal in his arms, putting him into the Jeep. Do you have answers as to why in the world this happened yet?
We don't have any answers, and I feel like that is what is bothering the family a lot. I feel like a lot of us are unsettled.
Unsettled as family is seen running out of the home. The boy's father spotted slamming his arms on the trunk of his car. That was about 7 p.m. Friday night. The state not issuing an Amber Alert until 5 hours later, around midnight. Eventually, after a harrowing all-day search on Saturday.
They got him, y'all.
Police recovered the boy in a home near 39th and Lloyd around 6 p.m. Saturday, 7 miles away from home.
We literally cannot thank the community enough because I genuinely feel like if it wasn't for everybody just caring about this 7-year-old boy, we probably would not have found him.
Just a terrifying 24 hours. Hannah, police have yet to reveal a motive.
Right, Blake, and same goes for the relationship, if any, between these suspects and Jamal's family. That family does tell me that Jamal is right now with Child Protective Services as this investigation continues for police. They are hoping to reunite with him soon.
And see, what's going to happen is, y'all pretty much know what's going to happen. It's a strong possibility that Jamal can be taken, and placed in CPS. Strong possibility. What is going on? Let me run this clip. Can I get everybody to wish Tone a happy birthday? I see you down there, Law Talk with Tone. Can I get everybody to wish Law Talk with Tone a happy birthday? While I grab this other clip. Where you at, Shank?
Court today, the uncle of the Milwaukee boy taken from his home, sparking a statewide Amber Alert. Prosecutors say 27-year-old Jamal White fired several shots at a car driving slowly right near the family home at 61st and Eustis the day after 7-year-old Jamal White was abducted. Police found the little boy safe on Saturday. According to the criminal complaint, White told investigators he shot at the car because, quote, he was scared for his family and he hid the gun behind the house in a wooded area. A father and son in that car were not hit. They claim they were trying to help in the search for the missing boy.
You allegedly were shooting at this car that was occupied by two people and did not hit the car at all. At all. So even if you were defending yourself, you didn't even make contact with the people that you were supposed to defending yourself from.
And this is the problem that we have, and I'm hoping, what I say register to the youngins that's out there. Listen, do y'all thing. The game is the game. If y'all are going to play the game, just move accordingly. That's all we're saying. In this situation, if the dad, like I said, if that's who y'all was going after, the dad, then y'all should have left the little boy untouched. The little boy should have been never snatched up. If y'all was going after the dad, y'all had dad in clear sight. I mean, y'all was supposed to went up in the house after dad, grab dad, put dad in that car. Like I said, I don't advocate none of this. I don't advocate violence. We got another birthday down here. But like I said, the streets is the streets. Can I get everybody to wish Tamara a happy birthday as well? We got 2 birthdays down there in the chat. But get the dad. Handle your business with the dad. For the brother. You see the car coming up and down the street. Like my man said, you licked off pow-pows, but you ain't even hit nobody. Now, your case is, you was scared. Then you don't need to be off the porch. And anybody else that got a birthday down there, moderators in the chat, wish them happy birthday. But come on, y'all. Y'all got to do better. Y'all got to do better. You scared because this car coming up and down or riding past, so you lick off shots. You don't even know who in the car. What are you licking off shots for? Because you was upset, because you was mad? Some of this stuff, y'all got to use y'all head. So now, the brother, and this is the twin brother of Jamal's father. He's locked up for pow-powing at a car. And now Jamal's mom is locked up. And has no bond. What's going on, y'all? Let me see what else I can find. Appreciate you becoming a new member, Tamara. And so now, like I said, I just done a demonstration as far as CPS failing one little girl. So now here comes the situation where should CPS put Jamal in temporarily foster care? Because we saw that. The other thing that makes me angry is the number of non-black people that came and hit the pavement and were affected by this. And it's a plow. We wonder why we are in the social position as a people. And like I said, as much as I advocate for black men, black women, then you turn around to this. And I know it don't represent the majority of us. It don't represent the whole. But I said this on my last demonstration as far as the majority of us. And let me grab these comments and I'm going to come back to the majority of us. Where grandma at now? Salute simply me. Appreciate you for pulling up. What the mom do to get locked up? Right now, they just have her locked up under a no bond and they don't have her charges listed. According to the authorities, he's in CPS custody unless things have changed. Yeah, he's in CPS. He's in CPS. Imagine how traumatic this is going to be on another level where he is being spoiled and pampered, and now he's going to be in a place, in a position where that's not going to happen. Exactly, Freshie. Tone says, yeah, CPS got him. Salute, Miss Minnie Coupons. I see you, Miss Minnie Coupon, doing your thing. Now, the majority of us, and I do believe that the majority of us are on the right track, but the minority of us, we got to do something about them. We do, y'all. As a people, we have to get our act together. We got to clean up our act. We can't keep operating like this. We can't keep allowing our communities. We can't keep saying, and because the majority of us feel like I'm only going to take care of me and mine. As long as me and mine is straight, I can't be worrying about other black folks. As long as me and mine is straight, the hell with them other black folks. But one thing that we got to keep in mind, today it may be this person, but tomorrow it may be just the one that's thinking like that. And then you may need the rest of the village to help you in your crisis. I've been around long enough to see, and I've been around long enough to know what it's going to take for things to change. And I do know that things can change. Never get in the mind frame of thinking you can't make a difference, because you can. Never get in the mind frame that things won't change unless God change it or God gonna change things. That's not how this thing work. That's not how this thing work. God is there for us to thank. God is there for us to praise and worship. But God is not there to change what we can change on our own. That's making God look like he messed up when he created us. Because the book says, let us make man in our image. So if we're made in the image of God, just stay right there. I'm not even going to interpret that. I'll let you interpret it. But just think. We waiting on God to change things. We praying to God to change things. God created us in his image. What's that saying? Jesus said, you can do as I do. It's the only way things going to change for us. I said it before. President can't change our condition. Politicians can't change our condition. Look at all the presidents we done had in office. More police in the community ain't gonna fix our issues. Our issues is self-inflicted wounds. We won't fight for nothing. The only thing we'll fight for, we'll fight when the white police shoot us down. Then we gonna fight. We gonna protest. We gonna burn down some buildings. That's it. We ain't gonna do no more, no less. So what are we waiting on? Remember, everybody, Miss Parker is going live in less than an hour. Let me see what else I can grab, then I'm going to let y'all out of here. I ain't going to hold y'all that much longer. That free will messes us up all the time. Exactly. We don't fight them because what have protesting ever changed? Nothing. The only thing, like I said, these are the organizations that I like, and these are the organizations that made a change for us. See, we don't have to invent the wheel. We don't have to create something new. The programs, all we got to do is follow the programs that was already laid down to us. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Programs was laid down for us back in the early 1900s, the 60s. That's how you get a change. They made a change. Whether you agree with them or not, they made a change. All right, I think I got one. All right, give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. So this is what I have on Mom Duke's. Mom Duke's name is Siobhan Williams, and she was booked in the Milwaukee County Jail. Charges is pending. She was booked July the 15th. And that's all it has for her right now. All right, let me grab a few comments and then we're going to get out of here, y'all. Ms. Parker will be going live at 3 p.m., y'all. She pushed it back to 3 p.m. Nene says, good afternoon. Don't know what happened, but I'm coming in late. I'll watch the replay. Salute, Chris. World says, because Dr. King took the money, not just protested. Take the dollar. We in control. We the majority. Yeah, but when we gained rights, we lost our mind, respectfully. It's sad to say. When we integrated and we gained rights and stuff like that, it's like we lost our mind. And then it was easy for them to play us out of position. And that's why Dr. King realized, after it was too late, he realized that integration wasn't the best thing to do. He realized it. Integration wasn't the best thing to do. And to this day, that's our problem. We want to be accepted by them. We want them to let us in their establishments. We want them to treat us fair. Why? Why should they let us in their establishments? You do know it used to be white only and colored only. You know, they didn't fight for us to integrate. We fought for integration. We were better off segregated. Y'all stay over there, we stay over here. The black community would be unstoppable if we all unite as one. They're trying to say probation violation. Okay. So true, simply me. I want to know who came up with this idea and what really was the motive. And the mom shaking my head, why use your son? Damn shame. Facts. That's facts. Salute Aunt Nettie. Can I get everybody to give Aunt Nettie a warm welcome? We appreciate you for pulling up with us, Aunt Nettie. Can I get everybody to give Aunt Nettie a warm welcome? He realized he integrated us into a burning house. High sub as I came across the CPS case, just sub as I came. Everyone being slowly exposed about time. Give Tamara a warm welcome as well. Roy says, I see you, Shank. We do what everybody do. We have morals, convictions, and conscience. That's facts. That's facts. Definitely a burning house. Like, what kind of impact will this have on that baby? Because they trying to be Bonnie and Clyde. The baby gonna be traumatized. You know, and like I said, traumatized at the hands of his own family members. Hi, my big brother in my head. Keep up the good work. Blessings to Miss Parker and your funky ass still love you. I appreciate you, Julia. Appreciate you. They are saying the mom has, you know, I can't pronounce that, Nicole. Nicole, you know I can't pronounce that word. But Nicole says they are saying the mom has GRISELDA ties, so that speaks to what she's into. Donna says, I'm late, no notifications. I'm going to back and watch. Appreciate you. So as soon as more details are available, I will be bringing y'all more updates. It looks like I'm stuck with y'all today. I'm going to be going live all day. It ain't funny, Nicole. It ain't funny. But it looks like I'm going to be going live all day with y'all. Let me see before I let y'all go. Salute, Tanya. Hope you're feeling well, Tanya. Let me see if it's something else, y'all.
Kidnapped out of Milwaukee was arrested the day of the kidnapping. The father went to Facebook, and this was his response. Y'all foul as hell, painted them crazy ass narratives. Even the police treating me like I'm the bad guy. As long as my baby's straight, all that ever mattered. I still ain't seen my baby face to face. The police locked me up all day Saturday, questioning me over even when I told him everything I knew, all while my baby was still missing. Free Top P. I don't owe nobody nothing but baby J. He also stated, first I said,
yeah, the cops gonna question you. It ain't funny, Candy. Well, good, because I'm cooking for the grandkids today, so you could keep me company in this hot, you know what, kitchen. Oh my God, not you all day, funky. Yeah, it's me all day. So y'all funky asses might as well get used to seeing my funky ass. Miss Parker coming up at 3. Let me see. I might jump into something right real quick. Let me see. It's so much going on. And y'all know usually I only go live once a day. You welcome, Tanya. All right. The McDonald's manager, Shank. All right. Appreciate that law talk with Tone. What time is it? 1. What I say, Miss Parker coming at? All right. Pull back up at 2 o'clock, y'all. I'm going to knock out the McDonald's manager that lost her life. I'm going to go ahead and give an update on the McDonald's manager that lost her life. How many of y'all, drop a 1 if you feel like the McDonald's manager brought it on herself. Drop a 2 if you feel like the McDonald's employee was wrong. Because I've been listening to different content creators, and some people are saying that the manager, so pretty much everybody feel like the employee. Candy says, well, my funky ass don't work today, so I'm in these YouTube streets. Mary Kay says, no way, because as a employee, you have the right to report higher up. Like, whatever happened, and I've been down this road before, and I'm sure many of y'all been down this road before. Whatever happened to when you're not happy with your job? Whatever happened to finding another job? I mean, with all of these jobs out here, you know how many jobs I done been on where I had to quit because I wasn't happy? So in this case, I do feel like the McDonald's worker, she was wrong. Just quit. That's how she should have handled it. It's just that simple, Tone. It's just that simple. Just quit. Nicole says, it's hard to find another job. Finding a job can be a job. I don't think it's hard to find a job, Nicole. It might be hard to find a job that you want. It might be hard to find a job that pays you what you want, but I don't think it's hard to find a job. The manager could have been horrible, but we can't be stabbing folks. Right, Nisi? Right. Especially in the food service sector. Right, because I know I quit plenty of mine. This wasn't the assailant first rodeo, especially fast food. On top of that, somebody had to let her in because the back door can only be opened from the inside, coming from a former employee at McDonald's. You right, Tone? Have they seen the roommate yet? I think so. Yeah, I read that shit. You can't go to work and do TikToks all day, right? And a lot of workers, they're into that now. While they're at work, they live on TikTok, they live on Facebook, they live on Instagram. And, you know, you cannot let social media get in the way of you performing your job. You at work. Chick says facts. I had bad supervisors and managers, but you can't just unalive them. You can't. You know, I've had some. Look, some of them I put my 2 weeks notice in. Some of them I just didn't come back because I knew, and it ain't worth me losing my freedom, especially for the rest of my life. Hell to the no. I ain't taking your life. And then, because if I take your life, I'm taking my life. I'm throwing my life away. Nah. She did the same thing to her manager at Taco Bell in VA, but that one survived and her landlord is missing. So she just was a crash dummy. Shoes is unreal. No work ethics. Nicole says true. That girl had real head issues, for real, for real. Somebody was going to get it no matter who it was based on what I saw on her IG. I saw the same thing, Royal. I saw the same thing. As a boss, if you can learn, if you can lean, you can clean. My girls know better. I've been manager of several places. Sometimes it comes from district manager to get you out. Talking about being bullied, that manager was probably tired of her not doing her work and sent her home. Yeah. This lady was sick. Exactly. She was. And I'm with you all. It just wasn't worth her taking the manager's life. And this is me, y'all. I'm old school. I believe in the only way is justified. The only way that you should take somebody's life as if you're defending yourself. If somebody is trying to take your life, get them up out of here. Get them up out of here. Make no mistake about it. But in this situation, because you got sent home, no. Just find another job. I see you, LaKendra. I ain't seen you in a minute. Glad to see you, LaKendra. And it's just that simple. Like Bernie Mac said, walk it off. And Players Club. Walk it off. Let's walk it off. I appreciate everybody for pulling up to this demonstration. I'll see y'all back in about 38 minutes. Make sure y'all pull back up in 38 minutes. We're going to be chopping it up about the McDonald's manager who lost her life. Salute everybody. I will leave the chat running and you all can hang around. And also, remember everybody, switching lanes on your funky ass merch is available. We have red with black letters. We have black with gold letters. We have black with pink letters. We have pink with black letters. If you are interested in purchasing a switching lanes on your funky ass shirt, please DM me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is ShankRock. I will be putting the orders in Friday. So you have up until Friday to cash at me the money for your merch. When you DM me, let me know what color you want. Let me know how many you want. Let me know the sizes. And please give me the mailing address. And then on Friday, cash at me the money. All right? Appreciate this super chat, Tanya. Thank you, Shank Rock, for providing us with great demonstrations. But now you telling us we be dealing with your funky ass all day. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put your funky ass up in there. I appreciate that, Tanya J. Yeah, y'all got me all day. Y'all got my funky ass all day. Salute everybody. I'll see y'all back in 36 minutes. I'll leave the chat running and y'all can hang around, y'all. Salute.
I'd like to place an order. Yeah. Hey, let me get a chicken box and a half and half. Alright, good looking out.
Tinted window screaming F the law out my mouth. I'm switching lanes from up north to down south. Now everybody trying to figure how I put it down. I took my show on the road straight out of town. Pee-wee is my nigga, so you know I brought some crooks with me.
1998, they tried to throw the book at me.
Tell me what you see every time you take a look at me. A straight P, I only be where the hookers be. A old head, but still can pull any fly chick. One thing's for sure, you never see me ride a nigga dick. I got a thoroughbred who loves to call me pretty daddy. Through Alabama, getting hit in a pink caddy when I come through. Everybody knows me, the young niggas love me. They call me they OG. Go and do your homework about the shit that I spit. They gon' tell you that that nigga Shank is legit. A chicken boxer half and half when I'm switching lanes. I'm switching lane. A chicken boxer half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken boxer half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken boxer half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. I eat a chicken box before I play a game of spades.
Can I get some ketchup?
Half is sweet tea mixed with lemonade. Some brown liquor with a coke to sharpen up my skills. I switch lanes cause I only fuck with the real. Now she's a winner, so I got to keep her on my team. Plus I'm a real one, so I never ever sell her dreams. You wanna know if I'll quit or if I'll stop? But they say it ain't over till your casket drops. A chicken boxer half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken boxer half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken boxer half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane. A chicken boxer half and half when I'm switching lanes. When I'm switching lane.